after our 10 p.m. medication, we were all in our nurse's room, myself and my colleagues. So we heard a shout from the male ward, and then the woman was shouting. We didn't know what happened, so we thought it was an emergency. Going out to see what was happening outside, I walked into a kidnapper with his gun, and he was like, "Sit down." That was how we got captured, and my other colleague too was captured, and we left that night.
Okay. At your destination.
We walked for 3 days and 2 nights. We left on Wednesday and we arrived on Friday evening to the main camp. There were stops on the road. There were times we slept on the road in the bush, and we spent, I think the second day, we spent the whole day from around 9 to 5 before we continued the journey. We're just there by the riverside resting. So they would prefer to journey at night than during the daytime. So it took us like 3 days to walk.
Why do you think they prefer walking at night than daytime?
They would not want to be seen, because there are villages where we'll have to pass by and people might see them. So I think they were so conscious of that. And they were trying to be protective of themselves too.
So can you tell us like how many bandits are there, like the gunmen, like how many of them are there in the camp?
I cannot tell you that this is their number, but I know in an estimated number of like 30, because every day there are new people that come in and go out, and they share different groups. So some from other group will come to our own camp, and some from our own camp will go to the other group. So they are always together. Some will just come to see their friends and go back. So I cannot say that this is their number, but I know that they are plenty, a lot of them. There were a lot of groups that came and left, but I think of all our stay there was never a time when we were more than 100. Even though this group will go, this other one will come, add up the number and still reduce. But presently, when we left, they were, I would say they were up to 200 because of the students, the Bethel students that came to join us.
Okay.
I was there when one of them was having a conversation with one honorable, and he was demanding for 50 bags of food and palm oil and some other things, Maggie and all that. But I didn't stay to the end of the call, so I didn't know what they finalized on. But some days later, some food items were brought in for the students. It was complete based on their request, but I saw food.
So how would you describe your stay, 80-day stay?
Well, I just repositioned my mind that it was another phase of life, and whatever comes, we will bear it in good faith, knowing that God is faithful. He will not let us perish. So there are days when we feel bad, depressed, but amidst that, we try to encourage one another, myself and my colleague that were kidnapped, and other people to try to forget the pain and everything, just moved on. It wasn't a good experience, but God was faithful. He kept preserving us, He kept giving us strength. It's nice.
Tell us.
There were no rooms, and you just lie down on your sack from rice, used from sugars and all that. You just cut it and put it on the ground and sleep there under the rain, under sun, in mosquitoes and all that. And that was how we kept sleeping all through the 80 days until when they paid them our ransom fee for 10 million. So they decided to make a very small hut for us to stay in, maybe during rain at night. And the food we were eating there was mostly carbohydrate, rice, spaghetti. But yeah, there was beans. There were moments where we ate beans and all that. We usually cook for ourselves. the captive cook for themselves, and then we were assigned, myself and my colleague, to cook for the kidnappers because they felt we were clean, we were neat, so we will cook for them and they will eat ours, but they won't eat the other people's food.
Subscribe to Musky Media and TV YouTube channel for more information and daily update. Thank you. Subscribe to Musky